Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here, today with a layout for the Rachel Jefferies Creative Team. I am sharing a layout created with the Hear My Voice number 39 planning collection. It is a collab between Rachel Jefferies and Lynn Grieveson. Before I get into the assembly of the layout, I wanted to take you to my Photoshop screen and show you some of the prep work that I did before printing this layout. And so first off, I am working in Photoshop CC and I am working on a PC, and I've had a lot of requests from you guys to see more of the preliminary design work that I do in Photoshop for my hybrid layouts. And so I wanted to just show you a little bit of how this layout came together. So first off, this began with a template, and let me open that up real quick. The Hear My Voice collections do come with a template. I always select the PSDs. You can also work with the TIFFs. And let's see, this one was the 12 by 12, I think, number 1. Let's see. I should have made a note of that. No, not that one. But that's okay. This lets you see both of the templates and how they both started out. And so just covering a little bit of what the template has on it. The base or background here that you could do anything with. A little scribble here, so kind of an additional element for the collection. This is a little tiny leaf, what they're calling a small stamped element. It looks kind of like a leaf to me, or coral. And then this is a mixed media element, and so let me show you what that looks like by itself. Just some beautiful hexagons here, and a little source of light here, what I like to call a source of light. Okay, and then this is, let me see here. There are paper pieces and then shadows that come with those paper pieces. So the gold piece is one, and it also has a torn edge on it. And then the photo has an interesting treatment as well. And these are, by the way, these are great to use for other layouts too. Keep your templates handy. And so you'll see how, let's see. The photo has a worn edge, so all of the little distress pieces that you see, the border itself, the shadow for the photo, the ripped edges, oh, that's for the gold piece, and then the piece that you clip your photo to is this one, the clipping mask. And it's all labeled for you very well so you can see. There's a spot for journaling, but there's also a journal strip here, and just a very simple template here that we're starting out with, but you'll be able to see the as I turn on my layers in my layout, you'll be able to see which elements I've used and where I've added elements. And so what I've started with here, let me hide everything. That's what we're going towards. What we're starting with here is just a background pattern paper from the collection. And I've dropped in another pattern paper over top of that, and you'll notice how this has kind of a contrasting blue effect here. And what I've done is when you right click on your top layer, you go to blending options, and I leave all of this up here by itself, just the way it is. But what I like to play around with are these slider bars down here. And so for the current layer, this top slider bar is gonna reveal the full paper, or it's going to reveal some of the pattern paper behind it, or all of the pattern paper behind it. And so you get to pick where you want that to show up at. What I especially love is that it creates this little stippled effect between the two pattern papers. So you get some texture in there. And you can also play around with the underlying layer. That doesn't really do a lot, but that poof, everything is gone from the top layer. So, but again, just play around and see what is the effect. There's also the blend if function, right? So blend it if it's blue, or I usually just leave that on gray, but they're just little tools there that you can play around with. Once I have that, I start adding in mixed media elements. This is one of the elements in the collection. And then this is a paint mixed media element. And don't forget that you can clip pattern papers or other mixed media elements to your paint. And that's what I've done here. Let me turn that off so you can see it a little bit better. This piece right here is a pattern paper. And that's a nice way to show a little bit of a pattern paper without showing the whole thing. And without it taking over your page. What I wanted to do here was begin introducing some depth. And so there is a little bit of depth on the background already with these stems sort of giving you the feeling that they're blowing in the breeze. And then we've added in this gray here and a pop of color. And then here we get more into the grays and the darker blues. Now, what I'm doing here with this element is establishing kind of a line. And what I like to do with my mixed media elements is a design choice, very deliberate design choice, is I basically like to divide up my page into zones. If you visualize it into quarters or thirds or half, a half is very common for me, and this element here establishes kind of a half line. And we already have a sort of quarter line established here. And so that just kind of gives you some starting points for where can my focal point of the layout go. For this page, this is a great intersection point for your focal point so that all of your lines lead to the focal point. All right, some handwriting here that I've added, both places kind of opposing each other there. Some string, although I don't think the string made it onto the final printed version. This little owl guy, I love him so much. He is very awesome. And then notice how I've repeated this vine, these seeds here. They feel like pods to me. And I love them for the line work that it adds to the page. So repeating that, these lovely little dots here, more black on black, or black on the background, more paint elements, the little leaf from the template, some sequins here, and some more sequins. And then we start in with the focal point here in these elements. So for that gold paper piece from the template, I've brought in one of the pattern papers that had script on it and clipped that. I sized it down a little bit. The size that it is now is almost 8 inches. Just to scale it down a little bit to a more appropriate size compared to the piece itself. And then the ripped edge. And now we start with the photo elements. And so I'm going to turn all of those on. There's the photo. And I also added a little bit of what looks like washi tape to me. It's sized down quite a bit from the kit. So I've used it as washi tape. And then the worn edge. And then we have a little journal strip here. I also added a pattern paper there. And I decided to use that for my journaling and not have it floating around. I've added just a few printed elements that I added. The little button, the little leaf, and the flower, that gorgeous flower. Some word strips here, and the little blue and white strip, and another word strip. Alright, so let's head over to my desk, and I will share with you the physical process once everything is printed out. Okay, so here we are. Everything has been printed through my Canon wide format printer and cut on my Silhouette Cameo here. And this is what the final printed background looks like. Notice how I just used several elements from the template itself. And then, of course, the printed elements that we're going to add to the top of the background layer here. And hopefully you can kind of see how I use those mixed media elements and those little bits of pattern paper to establish kind of a center line. And that main photo is going to live along that center line. The owl also as a fairly prominent, even though only part of him shows, he's still kind of a prominent character here, overlooking everything. And the concept for this kit is planning. And so the photo that I'm showing here is a photo of my studio, more of it being packed every day, and how in my mind I am thinking about and planning for what happens after the move. And these boxes are dropped into the studio, and I have to come up with a new plan for them, and a new floor plan, a new space for all of my things, which of course I'm so excited about, and I can't wait for. It's coming up very soon. The move is actually next week. And so this is a great time to channel some of that creative energy into documenting the excitement of it, kind of the nerves of it, the nerves of having everything packed up, of trying to figure out where are things going to go in the new home, how is it going to work in the new space. And all of that will come. I'll be documenting that phase as well. But for now, you just get to see all the the hubbub of the boxes and the mess. So this beautiful floral here, I did pop that up. It's the only element that gets popped up on the page, just to help it pop out a little bit more and be that one giant element, I guess. It's also at a critical place in the layout because it's just boom right there in the center. And some of that is intentional too. I'm not going to I'm not going to shade that design choice, because I kind of like that. And then it sort of leads your eye around to the photo to see what the heck is going on with all of this. But notice how, one thing I really loved about how this turned out, I'm doing a little cluster here down at the bottom, but I love how, the template itself looks a little bit unassuming when you first look at it. And then, when you start to add elements, you realize that a template doesn't have to all be all white space all the time. There is a little tiny bit of white space, but there's also a lot happening. And it's just through adding your own eye, your own design concept here. I did stamp, there was this cute little clip in the collection, and I did stamp my date onto that, and I'm going to just use that to visually pin down these word strips. You guys, this was just a super fun, light layout, a lighthearted layout to document in these times where things feel a little bit stressful sometimes. I will have links down to this product, to the Hear My Voice planning collection down below for you. As always, thank you so much for watching and for joining me today. I will see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.